Hello, YouTube and my fellow duelists. Welcome back to Master Duel, where we've been taking a nice little trip into the festival going on. We're actually going to take a dip into this. Hopefully, I'm going to get something good. Okay, we got a good pack in there. What does this one want? One. Okay, that works. That fits the criteria I need. Ready fusion. Maybe. Probably not. I'm not really looking into the sword souls very much. Alright. And then I guess we'll quick open a 10-pack here. Let's see. Anything good? We got something good on the first one. Hey, we got another Clear Wing Rider. Don't really need to. Also don't need another junk speeder. So I got stuff I can take apart. Good. That's always helpful. Because for the Fusion Festival, I did what I said I wasn't going to do, and I built a new deck. Because I wanted to take a little page from good old Yuri and be just an asshole. So, with my deck list here, I'm going to take this one out and put you in because I drew it. Oh my lord, she knows exactly when to text me. So with what I've been running into as I've been playing the tournament, this works out very, very well. I just ran into two different problems. One is the Despia monsters, and there's also the Shadal monsters. But with both of those, if I can, let's see. Oh, hang on. Let's just do this first. There we go, and then go to select. There we go. Don't want you. Let's see. Where you can go. That won't get me enough, will it? Don't want. But I might as well. I don't really care for the Fallen of Albaz archetype too much. I'm not going into that one either. No thanks. Yeah, that's another one of the Fallen. Don't need that. Don't want that. Alright. Dismantle. So I'm 5 short. That's annoying. Because I want to have a Shadal monster. A fusion monster, at least. And yeah, that's the best one I could get. Mainly as a super polymerization target. Because if they put their own little fucking El Shadal window on the field, and each player can only special summon monsters once per turn, well, I can super poly it and put it on my side. And that would fuck with them a lot. Let's see, what else? This doesn't come up like at Oh. I've been trying to find the perfect mix of extra deck monsters for these guys, because I'm having tons of fun with this too. I got all these plants. I'm growing my evil little garden. I guess for right now, we will have to find something to put there. We gotta find something to put in the extra deck. Something. Come on. Something stick out. Any card. Any card will do. Any card that sticks out just a little more. I don't have Insta-Fusion, so that's useless. Oh, come on. Give me something. I guess a second one of these. Not really necessary. And not the perfect card. Which sucks. I guess I could technically put a second Mud Dragon in. The whole point of this deck is I fuse with my opponent's monsters. For now, I'll just put in this one. The whole point is my opponent goes first. They go crazy. They do their big board, and then I just use whatever they have on the field. I look at their cute little monsters, I place my little Preda counters on them, and I make them regret putting anything out on the field. If they don't do anything, I'll summon some normal monsters, or some monsters out there that'll gladly take some free swings at them. Interesting. Not the best hand. We do have Max C, so hopefully Thunder Dragons. Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and Max C and see if I can't get either him to stop or get something out of this. No, he's gonna Ash it. Oh, that's at least another card out of his hand. He's not ashing the Fright Fur, so I still have a play. So the Fright Fur Patchwork is a crazy good card. It's just a simple little engine. You get to add an Edge Imp monster and one Poly to your hand. That's pretty fucking good, all things considered. You grab one of them, you fuse them off, he grabs the other Patchwork from the deck, thinning out the deck a little more. Awesome. Perfect little engine for this, especially since all my monsters are dark. And mostly plants. Oh, I didn't even realize this guy's a tuner. Huh, that never comes up. But he's a kaiju. If the opponent has a monster on the field with a Predaplant counter on it, you can tribute that monster to summon this guy to your side of the field. Alright. Got Thunder Dragon Colossus out. He's going for discarding one that probably does something for him. Oh, he's discarding something that wasn't doing something for him. And Fusion Destiny. Yep, everybody's running that, which is exactly why in my extra deck I run just a simple little dangerous, because he takes one Destiny Hero monster and one Dark Effect monster. A lot of people are playing either Dark or Light monsters, so you can Super Poly him away, and then he doesn't get the chance to do his effect, and he does not come back. So let's see what I got. Draw. Preda Practice. Okay. Okay, I can't activate this. Why not? Okay, I guess I'll set this. And for some reason, I can't do anything else. Is this guy? Thunder. Okay, must be either fusion or special summon during the turn. A thunder monster's effect was activated in the hand by tributing one thunder effect. Non-fusion monster. Cards cannot be added from the main deck to your opponent's hand except by drawing them. Gotcha. That's a dick move. So, I mean, I kind of want this in the graveyard. Banish this card from your graveyard. Fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field. So, not awful. Oh, and he targeted himself to get more cards going. Yeah, I think I might be screwed. Yeah, I'm pretty fucked, aren't I? I wasn't able to activate this. Even though I can special summon a Predator monster, I have to add a Predap card from my deck to hand, and I was no longer allowed to add a card from deck to hand. And because of that, I was not able to play either of these cards, which means I was stuck with a card that can't do anything without counters, and a fusion with only one monster in hand. So literally Maxi and this card were my only hope of anything, and this card wasn't going to do anything without any counters on the field. Pretty sure that's game. Yeah. Well, this is a bad showing for the deck. Of course, right? I'm trying to play the villain here, and I get an opponent that just comes at me with some old-ass meta shit that I don't like. Never really got into Thunder Dragons, but to each their own. Let's head back in. This time, we're gonna get these plants going. We're gonna grow. We're gonna glow our evil little garden. And we're going to take their monsters as our own. Because I have so many cards in this deck that help me do this. That's better. It's still not amazing. But Predaplast is great. I can reveal one card to add. They're playing Predaplants too? Cool! This is interesting. I did not think I'd be coming across another Predaplant player. Unless maybe I inspired them when they dueled me. Oh, that doesn't work, darling. You have to summon by a monster effect. Oh no, you're gonna leave, aren't you? You're gonna leave immediately. I made that mistake too. Pick a card. Are they waiting to see if I'm a bot? I'm here. Come on. Come on. Play your cards. So, while I'm waiting with this hand, it would be decent to at least get one Predaplant counter on my opponent. I don't know why they're using that. I got 2 cards in hand to work with. I have my own Predapractice now. And I think I will start with that. While they're I don't need to add any counters yet, but I will special summon this boy. Boop. And then I will be able to add from deck to hand this boy. Okay, it seems he has Super Poly on his field. Okay, so we're going to normal summon Ortho. In order to do this correctly, I'm going to get rid of my search. That's another way of getting ortho out. But then we grab the darling that way. And with the darling this way, you get to add whatever fusion card from your deck you want. That's how you get, let's see. Use a monster on you. Two or more monsters you control. So I can do that for free. So yeah, we'll go ahead with that one. Let's see. Oh, funny. So we'll go into battle and attack. Alright. They didn't activate anything in response to that. That's fine. That's fine. I don't know why you thought that'd be a problem. I'm going to fuse with your monster now. Don't worry. Everything's fine. I will take you and Darling Cobra and your little Patenodon, and we shall become the lovely plant dragon. What a beautiful garden we're growing here, don't you agree? You have Super Poly? Do you? Okay, I'll attack. This lowers a monster's attack unless I have a Predaplant counter on my opponent's field. Then I can do something else with that. But for now, some more damage. We'll go to main phase 2. We will set that. No point in using my revival card, so we'll end our turn right there. So they have to 1000% have Super Poly right here. Oh, interesting. That helps me too, you know. Yeah, my monster here gets to combine all the attack points of every monster on the field with Predaplant counters. Oh, you're tributing mine. Okay. And then this guy. Special summon this card from your hand. Okay. Where are you going? What you got? Dragon Dark or one Dark Plant monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. I might want to add you. I have been trying to get this deck more into the counters, because the Predaplant counters, they're super interesting to me. Adding all the excess things to them, making your opponent have to basically make these hard decisions. But how interesting. What if I do this? Reveal that, and make that also a level 1. So this is a quick effect. So I'm not going to activate that yet. No, I'm gonna keep my Predaplast in there. Saucy, aren't you? I do believe it's my turn now. And I do believe you have A beautiful little counter on you. Oh, you're gonna get rid of it. Okay. Alright. You're gonna fuse with this, this, and this to bring out your own big guy, right? Or are you going to be silly and not do that? Are you gonna only fuse with the two? What do I have? Let's see. I can bring them out, and then with Pretoplast I can protect it. So that's good. Alright. Then I do believe it's my turn. Very well. Draw. Ash Blossom, hey? Not much going on with the old Ash Blossom, so I will start by activating Pruning, which will allow me to special summon my boy back out. I'm going to also activate my other boy in the graveyard by banishing Darling. Your monster will lose attack points. Also chain blocking. And here they are. Then I shall go into battle. Go ahead, I know you can do the same thing. Oh, you think it's so clever. But unfortunately for you, I have Pretoplast. Your move. If you can get a counter on me, you can special summon your guy back out. But that won't help you too far into the future. Cosmic Cyclone. Well, that will do it. What else do you have? Nothing. You did give up 1,000 life points to do that. So I hope you're not too desperate. Oh, hello. I summon Lone Flower Blossom. What could you... I will activate my Lone Fire Blossom's effect. Tributing itself, I can special summon from my deck. Let's grab... I guess I'll go with the big boy and put him in attack mode. I can still activate him from the graveyard, and you're going to activate yours, I'm sure. But I'll gladly just give you some damage right now. Oh, you're not? Well, here's a lovely 2,000. Oh, there it is. So now I'm at 1,500. So he can try and save what little life points he has left. I will end my turn. Very interesting how this is going right now. All things considered, neither of us has a very distinct advantage. Interesting. And setting the card. Very well. Draw. Another Lone Flower Blossom. I'll go ahead and summon it. Activate its effect. Tributing itself. I shall grab the big boy from my deck. Now, I could fuse with them right now, but I want to see if I can get something extra out for free. What is... If this card is normal, especially you can discard one plant. Interesting. They're playing a much weirder Predaplant deck than I am. But luckily, Spinal gets a special ability when he destroys another monster on the field. I will go ahead and bring them out in defense mode. A direct attack. Anything to say with your face down? Necrofusion. Ooh. Interesting. So with that, he's got 3 to go into that, or he's going to use 2 to go into the other dragon. Well, plant dragon, if you will. He's either going to go into a second one of the... Fuck that word. 3-headed plant. Or he's going into Dragon Stipelia. Which this does have a good effect if he puts the counter on my little guy here, this little boy, then his effect is cancelled. What I do know is this attack isn't going to finish through. But eventually they have to make a decision. And then they'll have to target one. Where I'll activate him. And then they'll do their thing and target him. 1, 2, there it goes. Greedy Venom Fusion Dragon. Okay. Not what I was expecting. Banish that. You can banish this card, target 1 card on the field, destroy it. Okay. No, I will not continue the attack. Main phase 2. Let's see. Why don't I activate polymerization? And I can't bring out the boy I wanted to. That's a bummer. Okay, I will fuse these 2 into the Chimera. Chimera, whatever the fuck. Oh, perfect! I will special summon from my graveyard using your greedy Venom Dragon to bring him out. Oh, I could have done both. Oh, silly me. Well, what's done is done. I'm attributing 1 monster on either player's fuse, special summon once per turn. If this card is on the field, banish 1 other monster from your graveyard and target another to lose. Alright. So they are relying on this 1 card, as they've honestly banished most of their options. Interesting. Battle. Very well. I'll allow it. You want to kill yourself, go right ahead. That's what I love about this deck. It's fun. You play the villain. It's like, oh, lovely monsters you've put on the field. A shame that they work for me now. How many duels have I even had? I've just been having so much fun with this. I don't win every time, but I've been having a shit ton of fun with this. I'm going to do one more. I know it's going to make it longer than normal. But one more sounds way fun. Alright, I have no choice. Ooh, they told me to go first. Interesting. I will activate Fright Fur Patchwork. This allows me to add a polymerization and will grab Edge Imp Chain to my hand. Having Darling Cobra in my hand is quite unfortunate, but I can work with it. I will summon Lone Flower Blossom and activate its effect. By sending it away, I can special summon. From my deck, I will choose Orthoscope Scorpio, and he will activate his effect. Sending, let's go with Imp Chain to the graveyard. And then I will be able to special summon from my deck. Let's go with Distilio. Then Imp Chain will allow me to add the other Fright Fur Patchwork to my hand. I will activate Preta Practice, allowing me to special summon Darling Cobra, which will then allow me to add a different card to my hand. I will choose, once per turn, special summon a level 4 permanent monster from your hand or graveyard. That could be fantastic. This could be really good too. I'm gonna go with Preta Prime Fusion. We're going to set the Patchwork as a bait. And then we're going to activate Polymerization. We're going to fuse. I can't bring out the other one. Does it take a dragon fusion? One fusion monster. That's why, silly me. Then we shall not bring out you. You are too much for the situation. We will simply use you and you to go into our backup option of Chimera Fest. We will then end our turn. Let's see what our opponent is playing. Heroes! Interesting. I'd rather you didn't, so Ash Blossom will cancel your emergency call. I'd rather you play with the 5 in your hand right now. Feather Duster. Oh, how did I know you had that? Good thing that was a bait. Solid Soldier to also bring out Stratos, who will add a card to hand. Of course, it will be Ferris, right? There's the boy. Ferris will send somebody to the graveyard. Who does he have? Oh, Dasher. Poor you. That's the card you want to use Destiny Fusion with. But you still get your increase that brings out Vion as well. Sending away Solid Soldier. Silly, you're leaving more dark monsters for me. I do appreciate the kind offer, though. There's Vion, who's going to send either Shadow Mist or Destiny Hero Monster to the graveyard. Shadow Mist went right where he wanted to go. He'll add the Destiny Hero to hand, so then he can do Poly. Oh, he's going for Honest Neos. Even more interesting. Banishing him, he will grab Polymerization. And with what he has on field and in Honest in hand, is he trying to go for Trinity? That's an interesting play if it is, but I don't think it'll work out for you. No, he's going for Sunrise. Here he is. Okay. I was afraid for your sanity there for a little bit, friend. There's Miracle Fusion, but you do not have the ways of bringing out the goodest boy. But I'm guessing you're going to banish him and probably Solid in order to get out the Phoenix Enforcer, right? I just love being able to predict you. Of those two, who are you bringing out? Great Tornado! Even more interesting yet. You'll half my attack points. Very interesting. So you'll attack with one of the other heroes. Activate his effect. But don't worry, I'll activate mine as well. I'll get rid of Darling Cobra. And I'll make your monster not strong enough to kill mine. Unless you honest it. But that's still going to be enough. Darn. Even if I said it, it wouldn't have been enough. Oh well. This is very fun to play, though. I really like this event. I hope that they fix a lot of the problems other people are running into. I've been pretty lucky, and I haven't run into many people that have been playing the fucking horrible shit. What are they? The Draco something decks. But yeah, I have a regular Predaplant deck that I've made. I still need to fix some of the things, just like the other one. I need to include this. And take out something else. Honestly, this like never comes up, but this too. Let's see why you'd want this. But yeah, just obviously getting that perfect synergy for what you take care of. There are tons of people playing this, so having this as a super poly target just makes perfect sense to me. I want to make it way more about the Predaplant counters and everything, because I really like the Predaplant counters. I have started working on this more. I got one of them, but then the event happened and I got distracted again. It's mainly the extra deck now, which is very concerning, because it's like none of these guys really come from anything close to each other. So I kind of just have to keep picking packs and hoping for the best. Because yeah, they're all very nice cards, and they're very necessary with my Fish XC's deck here. But I just don't have them, and then I have to get 1-for-1. And even then, there's still more hand traps and stuff to get. Totally Awesome would be good to have. It's just so many things. So many things to get. But I've added another one to the repertoire. We have Predaplant. Heroes, Stardust, Speedroid, Earth Machines, and almost done with fish. But we'll keep going with this Predaplant for next time. I'm still working on this perfect mix to try and get everything going. I just need to look at the cards more, maybe find a better mix, because the one I found online way more focused on just regular polymerization, and just having more Predaplant counters on the field means I could summon more of them, and I love them. They're fun. Like, banish this graveyard, target 2 level 4 Predaplant monsters, special summon them. That'd be good, but they have their effects negated. This guy, monsters with Predaplant counters, or monsters that are lower level than this, just lose to it, and then he absorbs them. It's like, that seems good too. Send this card from hand to graveyard, target 1 face-up monster you control. This turn, it can attack all monsters your opponent controls with a Predaplant counter. It's just, I want more Predaplant counters. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, place a counter on them. Let's see, once per turn, target 1 monster your opponent controls with a level less than or equal to this card. Take it. It's not awful, but how often is this thing actually going to survive? Unless you did Predapractice to bring it out, but even then. And then what would I take out? Because the Frightfur engine is very nice in this. Just this, you use this to grab this and this. You fuse with it or send this away. This grabs the other one. That is like 4 cards movement, basically. Use one to get +2, to use another to get +1. Stupid good. And then this is a kaiju for monsters your opponent has Predaplant counters on it. And so is this, apparently. I didn't know if it was in the graveyard, it contribute their monsters to come back out. That's crazy good. It's just, they're fun. I didn't think they would be. I didn't end up getting to use any of these, but these are crazy good too. Your opponent attacks directly, you special summon this. If they attack and destroy this monster, their monster gets destroyed too. And then you can also add a Predup card to your hand. It's both of those. That's crazy. Maybe I need more Predaplanning in this deck. Because Predaplanet doesn't come up very often. Like, so not often enough, I'm going to just take it out. Predaplast is good, especially with the protection. I think I'm going to add a second to that. I never end up using this, so I'm going to take that out. 2 of that. 2. Unless I want to take out the Frightfur engine to focus even harder on the Predaplants and their counters. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 cards removed to add a second to that. Add a third of that. That could work, because having the Lone Flower Blossom is just a search engine for any monster you could need, because it's just special summon a plant monster, and all these boys, other than the edge imps, all these boys are plants. All these boys. This guy gets to fusion summon with monsters on the field. If they have Predaplant counters on them, you can use them too. This is just great. I don't know. I need to tweak and get my perfected balance of this deck. I am having a ton of fun with it. And we'll see what I come up with to try and keep this train rolling with them. I mean, the nice thing is they're definitely cheap deck. They have very low cost cards, like all the way through here. Your main cost cards are your 2 Super Polys and your Ultra Poly. But you can only have 2 of these. You need 1 of that. And then your extra deck is pretty expensive, depending on how you build it. But, yeah, thanks for checking out this episode. We'll see if we can't make a pretty little garden on the field again next time. Thanks for checking out this episode. I'll catch you guys out there in the dueling arena. Late.